Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. How y'all doing today, man? Y'all know, last night, man, I had myself a pretty good night, bro. I was out hanging out with one of my buddies for the first time in, like, over a year, and I vlogged it. And the vlog's saying, by the way, guys, people were like, Crispy's going to delete this in the morning. No, man, it was a vibe, man. I had myself a good time. So, we back, though, with another NBA reaction video, as we have The Jump has their own, it's called The Jump has their own Oscars ceremony with NBA moments. So I know there's the Oscars, there's the Emmys. Is that it? I don't know, man. When I think of Oscar, I think of damn Oscar the Grouch, personally speaking. So, yeah, looks like there's going to be some categories, so we're going to check this out. And I'm going to give you guys my pristine vote on the categories at hand. Let's get to it.
All right, let's look at some NBA.
Who we got here? We got Matt Barnes. Okay, Matt Barnes.
Oscar nominees. You know we had to put our own Jump twist on it. So these are real Oscar categories, best cinematography.
Yep,
But this
okay.
means sort of best play, right? The nominees are Damian Lillard's game winner versus the Bulls.
That's in black and white.
Oh, wow.
Look
See,
at
man,
this.
I hate when people put stuff in black and white like this, man. Just because, like, to me, this is what I call, like, the grandma effect right here, bro. Where it's like, you know, like, grandma wants to be a damn video editor all of a sudden, and as you put a damn black and white filter over something. Like, I'm an editor. It's like, that's not editing, man. That's just a filter, bro. I'm getting way too upset about that. Okay, sorry.
Love the cinema
I
film
know,
look here, right?
The black and white.
Beautiful shot, though.
But then he had just hit a three right before this. To
Yeah, that was clutch as hell.
And this one on top of
Over
that.
Lowry.
Can we CGI some fans in there?
Yeah, it's not the same vibe without the
Anything in
fans.
Hollywood, right, Kelly?
We
Boom.
can.
Luka's
All
game
right,
winner.
Luka Doncic's game winner
Here we go.
against the Celtics. This is pretty incredible.
Who's the winner?
That's not the
How's
Celtics.
this
It's
gonna end? I don't know.
Against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies.
Against the Celtics
Not at
wasn't
all
bad either, by the way. But this is
I'm already probably voting for this. Just because that was the most clunkiest ass looking shot ever, and it was amazing. Like, just like that literally was one of those moments where you're playing, like, you know, some pig or something like that with your buddies, and you just throw like this crazy shot, and that's just it, man. Or some 21, or maybe some 1-on-1, or some 2-on-2, or some 3-on-3, or some 4. Okay.
against the Celtics. This is pretty incredible.
Yeah, this was.
Who's the winner?
That is crazy. And it's like, why don't more players do that? Can you imagine if, like, Taco Fall did that? Being, like, damn 10 feet, man. He could literally, like, be on the three-point line and stretch over and just drop the ball in it. It would be a three-pointer based off this, right? Like, he was behind the three-point line, but he was leaning in, looking like a damn layup.
How's this gonna
Amazing.
end? I don't
It's
know.
great shot.
Grizzlies.
Great
The
shot.
Celtics
Not at
wasn't
all
bad either, by the way. But this is the Grizzlies one. Boom. All
I
right.
said lucky shot on
Now
that.
Joel Embiid's Hail
Yeah, this is crazy right
Mary.
here.
This was a miss.
Misses
But our
don't
producers
count.
thought it was so beautiful. They wanted to look at that ball.
Richard
fly.
Jefferson 100% misses don't count. This does not count. Because like me personally, I could be playing basketball and I could like do like a 360 spin and like hook shot it over my head or whatever. But if it doesn't go in, it's like, okay, I mean, you know, it's this is basically what's the best way of putting this, man? You ever get like really hyped up about a movie and then the script's just garbage? That's what it is. Like you're hyped up about it, but the material wasn't there. I don't know if that makes sense.
Flying the arc, the lines.
Yeah.
It
no,
it went into the
That's-
cylinder and then
that's it.
didn't.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so
no.
Kelly.
That's the one. That's my winner right
That right there is
because
the
it's
acting.
Unpredictable ending.
Oh.
Where we're used to balls going in the basket.
Yes.
But I mean, the
I'm not
drama
used to
of
balls
seeing
going
it
in the
spin
basket, trust
around,
me.
We don't know what's gonna happen. That was beautiful.
See, this is what I always say. People ask me to make predictions like Richard on this show. And I always say the beauty is I go to the movies and I see a Will Smith alien movie and I know who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Will Smith and he's going to beat the alien.
Yeah.
Well, in a basketball game, you don't know who is Will Smith and who is the alien. You don't know who's going to come out and win at the
That's
end.
not true.
You know?
That's not true. I know who I'm rooting for the whole time. The whole time. I have teams
Okay.
and people I can't
Well,
stand.
I get that, but you're special. All right, best sound. This means
Who
of course,
won?
best sound.
Who won? Nobody really won. I still think Luka's.
Fight, right?
Okay.
Good.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
And the nominees are
Thanks.
Next question's
I
coming.
also
from-
saw your tweets where you was saying that it was a backcourt better than me and CJ too.
Ew, see, man, this is like, okay, I love The Office, okay? The Office is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Probably my overall favorite TV show of all time. And I have a buddy that does not like that show because he doesn't like awkward humor, because he ends up like emphasizing with the person in the humiliating situation. I don't care about that personally, but I'm feeling it right now with this.
Today?
Well, I don't see how it would be today after tonight, but I did. You were saying
I
you were
raised
saying the Wizards backcourt.
I raised it as an
What?
option because someone said there was no contest. So I said, well, what about Beal and Westbrook?
What about him?
You since you got here last season, you were pushing and preaching, saying that this team could be an elite defensive team, and there were moments last year where you showed that, but statistically, I think you guys finished in the middle of the pack. This year, you guys have been elite. What do you think has been the difference on the end of the court this season?
We got rid of Derrick Jones Jr. Out of here. Or guard somebody.
That's pretty good.
It's that simple.
Yep. Simple as that. I hate
Gar-
you, DJ.
Garbage ass
Yeah.
Derrick Jones, man.
And we haven't gotten to chat with you since the news this weekend that Alex Rodriguez was getting ready to buy in as an owner here. Do you have any thoughts about him? Are you an A-Rod fan at all growing up or anything like that? What you think about what he might bring to the
A-Rod played
team?
like 40 years ago.
Man, what you mean, like, who is he?
The baseball player, Alex Rodriguez?
Yeah, nah, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I know he's gonna be the owner, but I don't know nothing about.
That actually doesn't surprise me one bit, because like Ant-Man literally said like before the season he doesn't really like watch basketball, right? I believe he said that, didn't he? Which a lot of people were upset about that, but like whatever, as long as you're good at what you do, you don't also have to like enjoy it in your free time. That's yeah. I do not think he knows who A-Rod is. And that's okay, man. Like, not everybody likes baseball. That's fine.
About baseball.
Those are some pretty heavy hitters. Richard, is the king of the soundbite yourself. Who should win best sound?
Oh, I'm going to go Damian Lillard because of that cold stare. But, honorable mention is definitely, Edwards. But that cold stare.
I like Jimmy's.
Matt, what about you?
I agree. No, Anthony Edwards. He's unapologetically himself all the time, and I love that.
I do like that.
Damian Lillard, the acting was all in the face.
All
That's
in the
what I
face.
look for.
There you go. Well, that's our next category, by the way. Best actor. And
Yeah, Jimmy was kind of like a rom-com, where it's like, he actually probably likes Derrick Jones. He was trying to be funny. Rom-com.
Nominees are.
Here we go.
What do you do for acting in the NBA?
Manu
You
Ginobili.
flop. Gary Trent Jr. Oh, yeah. See, he had
hurt
to
yourself
act
flopping,
air.
though.
It's very hard to do. You don't have any wires for that, like in the movies. You have to.
I feel like he just kind of tripped there, to be honest.
Sound.
Is that the sound you made?
Zoinks.
Right?
Okay, yeah, he kind of sold at the end. Okay.
Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, boy.
Keep doing spins.
I mean, that I actually believe might have been momentum, kind of.
He might have got a little twisted up by his
See, if anyone's
ankles.
gonna, pursue an acting career after basketball, I see Kuzma possibly doing it, so he's just getting ready.
It wasn't bad.
Okay, so this one of Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's friends with Mark Wahlberg, and he said Mark gave him acting tips for this. And then he really held the I'm hurt thing for a while, but he couldn't help.
Yeah, he pulling a Paul Pierce right here, man.
But he peeked out.
You can't play dead in a cowboy movie and then open your eyes.
That's like a little kid, like when I'm playing, my son's
Right?
playing dead, and then one of his eyes.
It's like, who's looking?
They try not to smile. Their face, their lips start twitching because they're trying not
All
to
right,
smile.
so Matt, who do you got? Who's best actor?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler. I like
All
that.
right.
I like that.
I gotta go with Jimmy too.
Yeah.
The peek out.
Right.
That's the worst actor. That was the worst actor. His was the one where I was like, okay, this is clearly a flop. Right? I might be thinking of it backwards here, man. I might be thinking about this backwards, but like, well, that makes sense right now. Okay.
Great.
That was 100% like you, yes?
Jimmy Butler, because I like my actors with personalities.
There we go. Boom.
It's it.
Unanimous. All right, finally, Best Picture. The nominees are, and Best Picture is, who'd you put on that poster? Kawhi Leonard on DeAndre Ayton?
Oh, nice.
Snap that picture. Woo!
He never jumps very high, just real powerful when he does.
A big ass hand that always just puts the ball in the basket.
Bear down.
Great dunk.
Woo. I don't know if you say bear down in that scenario.
Well, no, just
Kawhi actually kind of reminds me of a robot, man. Just like the way he moves on the court. It's like I cannot use Kawhi on 2K, just because like he's so clunky with his movements. Like even that dunk right there, it was just like so stiff. Just I don't know, man.
Just getting poster on.
It's not a bad thing.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, this one wins. Yeah, guarantee
Now,
out.
this was considered got
Nasty.
the dunk of the year, right? On Yuta Watanabe, right?
I haven't seen this kid since the kid that got dunked on.
You don't want to be a basketball player.
Everyone's like, oh my God, nothing's going to beat this. This is the dunk of the year. And then Miles Bridges comes out. I know that's the next role.
Should they be the best supporting actors?
I've seen this, but I don't remember it.
True. Clint Capella.
Shit.
Yeah.
That was Vince Carter-esque.
Wow.
That was nice. What makes that one nice is that it was on like a respectable NBA player, Clint Capella, who's like solid defensively. I mean, he's not winning the Defensive Player of the Year award, but like he's fine. Yuta should not have even been there, man. But I still think this was a nasty dunk. This was a nasty dunk.
They'd be the best supporting actors in this.
Oh, that's true. Clint Capella.
The cockback on it too, man, because like that would have looked impressive even if Clint wasn't really there. It's a very similar dunk to Anthony Edwards, but Edwards I think had like the guy like falling on the ground and stuff like that made it even more disrespectful. Man, I'm still gonna go with Anthony Edwards.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was Vince Carter-esque.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
He really do dunk like Vince Carter. That's a good point. He really does dunk like VC.
All right.
Facts.
This is my guy right
Well, we already know who the winner is.
So who you guys all picking Miles?
Oh, yes.
Yes. What about you?
I think that's
Michigan State
guaranteed.
University graduate. So it was always going to be Miles.
There you go.
Okay.
And there we go. I will.
And that's why we can't, and that's why you gotta be careful with that stuff, man, because like you gotta vote on the product you're seeing. You can't vote you can't be favoritism because they went to Michigan State.
Remind you guys though, there's more NBA left this season. We could have another late entrant for the best.
Okay, that's the end of the video right there. Man, that was pretty interesting, I suppose. I always like, checking out stuff like this just because, it's always fun just to like vote and see what's going on and seeing everybody's opinions and stuff, man. But that's all we got for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.